Okay, so there's a frost warning for tonight, but I wanted to put my tomatoes in anyway because
it's like the middle of summer.
Yeah, it feels like it's the middle of summer. I was supposed to get a frost. So what I wanted to show you was a couple of things here. For our tomato bed, I rolled out this tomato mulch, this plastic tomato mulch material that you can get. I know you can get it from Fedco. So I have this this plastic fabric. It's called IR something or other, I think. It's good for tomato beds because it covers the bed so it keeps soil-borne organisms from splashing. You know, the rain splashes this dirt onto the leaves, and then you get like the yellow leaf spot septoria and stuff like that. First thing I'm going to do is I have some time release fertilizer I was just going to spread over the bed. And also I have this stuff called azomite, which I get from Fedco. It is
it's a dusty mess.
It's a clay, but it has a ton of minerals in it, and it's really good for your soil. All right, so I'm just going to turn the soil. Oh, this is my fancy pitchfork that my stepmother-in-law got me. So, thank you, Joan. This is exciting. So the whole idea with putting down the plastic mulch fabric is that a lot of the diseases that affect tomato plants live in the soil, and when water splashes on the soil, it gets on the leaf, like I said, and it can spread the disease. And I've always had problems with what they call yellow spot or leaf spot on my tomatoes. So this year I'm going to try the plastic mulch, and we'll see what happens.
This is going to be like putting saran wrap on the world's largest leftover, isn't it?
Yeah. This is another plus of having a 4-foot wide raised bed. Is that a lot of these kind of fabrics, like the grow fabrics, those kind of white, I call it remake kind of fabrics, they come in 4-foot lengths usually, so that's really nice because boom, it's 4 feet and it goes in. If your significant other doesn't really like the idea of plastic mulch, do this when they're not home. Also, this kind of plastic mulch fabric keeps a lot of the moisture in the soil, so you're helping conserve water as well. Okay, so that's phase one of preparing our tomato bed for tomatoes. Do you smell? Do you stink like mud? No, 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 no! I put this out about 2 weeks ago, and it helps warm up the soil a lot faster, and it also keeps the weeds down. Oh, we can do an experiment. We can test the soil temperature here and a soil temperature in one of the open beds. We're going to see if there's a difference.
You got a soil thermometer?
No, but I have an oven thermometer, so I'm going to go get it.
In the meantime, this is what we stick in our like
Turkey and beef and everything.
It is?
So I have a digital temperature thermometer thing, so I want to see what the temperature is of this bed. This is the raspberry bed, okay? Okay, so that says 62 degrees.
It doesn't. It says 64, but that's okay.
Okay, it says 64 degrees. We're going to stick the same probe into the bed that's had the, this mulch has been on here for 2 weeks.
I'm not going to tell him. He's excited.
69! Excellent. It's
going up.
71. Wow. That really makes a difference. The mulch really makes a difference. That's 73. That's fantastic. Wow, that's a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
That's 14
now,
degrees.
I have a question.
Or 10 degrees or 9 degrees. I'm really good with math.
Could you do the same thing with garbage bags?
You could do the same thing with garbage bags or, you know, just black plastic sheeting. This stuff has some sort of special reflective quality that it'll take the rays of the sun and reflect the red spectrum back up to the leaves. So it gives more energy sun boost to the leaves.
You believe that?
Yeah, because it's from Fedco, so I believe it. Just pulling this out, it really feels warm. When you plant a tomato that's been transplant, you want to plant it deeper than it was planted originally. I'm going to plant this all the way up. The soil level is going to be up here. I'm going to pinch off these leaves, and what's going to happen is all along here, the roots more roots are going to grow out. All right, now you have to make a hole in the plastic. You can just cut a hole, but that's way too easy.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to use fire.
What?
If you just cut a hole like a square and the wind blows, the little flaps flap around and it can rip and tear.
Unlike if you have flames and the wind blows, then what?
Well, the wind's not blowing right now.
It totally is.
I learned this little trick from my friends Chip and Marty, who hopefully are going to loan me their tractor next weekend.
Use camera. You stay here by yourself.
It's just the creme brulee torch.
Yeah. Midge, stand back.
Make sure you don't melt your irrigation hoses. You gonna get a close up of this?
You're like
I can only do it once.
You're like a gardening cowboy. Yeah, I'm not getting any closer, thank you. Whoa.
Look at that.
Wow.
See, it opens up, it makes a hole, and then it seals the edge. It's kind of like doctors when they use the cauterizing tool to seal off blood vessels, you know? But that's great.
And is that soil super warm? Now it's like...
It is warm.
Well, you just had it on fire. That's Midge. That's Henry. Oh, it's bad throw.
Okay, so that's in there. Okay, the second part of this is because the soil is nice and warm, but we need to protect the top of this plant. So you can do this one of a couple of ways, but I'm going to use these things called wall of waters. This thing.
It's like the plastic episode.
It's the plastic episode. This goes over this. We fill it with water, and it insulates the plant from freezing temperatures. The sunlight heats this up during the day, and then at night, that heat is given off as warmth to the plant to keep the plant from getting shocked from cold temperatures. Now the trick is, when you're trying to fill this thing up,
Likes to fall.
the first year I did this, this is falling on itself and everything, so I figured out this trick. Okay?
This is why you watch.
This is why you watch GardenFork.
Oh boy.
Take a bucket and put it over the plant, like that.
A little wobbly, but we get it.
And then you take the wall of water and put it around like that.
Fascinating.
See, so you fill up each one of these tubes. This has taken me years to figure out how to do this. I used to wrestle with this all the time.
You're a GardenFork graduate.
Yeah.
This goes on all day long.
Okay, all right. We have to go back to GardenFork here.
Wow.
Okay, so now, little drum roll. You got your wall of water that you have the bucket over your tomato plant. You've filled these up almost to the top. When you lift this thing off, sometimes it falls on itself, but that happens. Don't try and do this if your garden bed is slanted. These things like to fall over. Your bed has to be fairly low.
Who has a slanty garden bed?
We do. What you do now is you've got this full, so you just pull the bucket out. This is wanting to tilt a little bit, so we need to do a little correction. But if you just hold the top up and pull the bottom out like that, see? And it just falls in on itself. It's like a little cone. And this will protect the tomato plant from cool weather at night.
Hello, little guy.
See, he's in there.
Yes, he is. What is that? That is a stuffed animal leg.
This is a plastic cloche. You can also use these for plants to plant them a little early. This is called a top hat, I think, or like a plastic cloche.
How about a pilgrim hat?
Pilgrim hat. So I really like the wall of waters. I've used them for a couple of years, and this will be really exciting to see with the plastic mulch and the wall of water. You know, I'm wondering if we can get like an early harvest, and that'd be really cool. I got another viewer email that said, "I just found your show on iTunes and I really love it. And as long as you keep having the dogs in the shot, I'll watch your show." So, not about me, it's the dogs. Thank you. Again, another reason to buy a propane torch: you can make creme brulee, and you can also make holes in plastic for your tomatoes. So visit our website, www.gardenfork.tv, or send us an email, send us some ideas for the show, or a recipe, or a garden tip, or if you make a video, send us the video. All right? Have a good day.